And there we go. That is the fantastically talented singer-songwriter Jamie Adamson. That was just one of his other songs that we're just playing there just now. In fact, he's a local singer-songwriter. He's gigged at PJ Malloy's. He's gigged at Cafe Fresh a couple of weeks ago, and he's about to gig tonight at the Cedar Inn and the Skyfest pretty soon as well. His influences go from Kate Bush, Muse, Johnny Cash, LMFAO, and by day he's a plumber, but he's a singer-songwriter extraordinaire by night. And in fact, we've got the guy himself in the studio just now. So Jamie, welcome to Radio West Fife.
Hello, Matthew.
And now that was Mr. Bouncer that we just played just now, so tell us what was that all about?
Well, that song is actually about me getting kicked out of a club one time. I wasn't misbehaving.
Right, okay, let's just get that clear.
I wasn't misbehaving, but basically the bouncer who was basically didn't believe my ID sort of thing, and kind of got arguing with him, and then he chucked me out. Then I went in round the back, and he just like grabbed me like on the way out when we were shut, and he was just like, "Just don't come back here." I was like, oh, write a song about that.
so in other words, he was being a douche.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And where did it all start for you? When speaking of your singing and your songwriting,
well, I've done it since high school, but kind of on a low key, like been in and out bands quite a lot. But it wasn't really until like my friends were actually saying like, look, like I'd be like playing at a party or something like that, and they'd just be like, just go and do it yourself sort of thing, and after that I just went and played loads of gigs. Like,
when was the first moment that you thought you could actually do this for real? Have you been sort of maybe experimenting with music before that?
Well, it's not until recently I've kind of properly actually went for it and decided right now's a really good time to go for it. Work's quieting down and stuff like that, so I'm kind of just like living off paid gigs for now. But it's just, I love doing it. It's just, even if I'm not getting paid for it, I just love playing music and making people happy.
Now, we looked at some of your influences like Johnny Cash and Kate Bush. How exactly are they inspiring to you, and is there anyone else that really influences your music?
Well, a lot of those influences came from when I was a kid, and I would just be sitting in the car, and it'd be like my mum or dad's CD or something like that, and I was just like, maybe I could, like, I don't know, I just tried to almost copy them, but like do it in my own little way sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Kind of take what's the word? Take hint from them, but do it in your own little style kind of thing.
Yep.
Now, you are a regular at PJ Malloy's. Now, when I mean regular, I don't mean a regular drinker. I mean a regular...
Well, I'm a regular drinker there as well. But...
All right, okay. But you also gig there quite on a regular basis, and it's probably one of the best places you could actually gig, unsigned or signed, in Dunfermline. Yeah,
it's a really good pub. It's one of my favourite places to go. I play bass on Sunday with the house band, but sometimes it'll be like just me on like Thursdays and stuff like that, and I'll be playing my own stuff. But yeah, it's really kind of through PJs, and my mate Charles Wood just started bringing me on and stuff like that, and that's how I got to be like a more evolved person and like playing live and stuff like that, because I feel like I could just go there and be myself, and they're really cool. The staff's really cool. It's a cool place.
You mentioned that there was a house band there. Tell us a bit more about that.
Oh, house band. Well, on Sundays at about 10:30, 11, me and a couple of mates play in the house band, and we just do like covers and that. But it's weird because it'll be dead, like, and within half an hour, like, the place will just fill, and it's like a great night. It turns out it's an amazing night.
It's probably because they heard you playing.
Well, it's just a jam, really.
So it's just basically one big jam, effectively?
Yeah, basically there's the drummer Wayne, the other guitarist Albo, the other guy who sings Charles, and then I sing and play bass as well. So, and they're all great. musicians individually as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we just come on Sunday for a jam, and it's good banter.
So it's when you were doing the gigging at PJ's, was that the first moment that you started to take it really seriously, or was it just something that you did for fun and then it became apparent that you wanted to do?
Yeah, that was it. It was just for fun at the start. My mum and dad have pushed me quite far as well. But I don't really like playing in front of them. I'd honestly play in front of a crowd of like a million people instead of playing in front of my mum and dad. I don't know why it is. It's just.
Is it the fear of the criticism?
Yeah, yeah, basically. Obviously, they do hear me playing and stuff, but yeah, I don't know what's that. It's
just that sort of unexplainable thing. I think I could probably identify with you on maybe why. Yeah, but it's not that you don't want them to hear it, but it's more of there is something about that just makes you feel a bit more under pressure.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit awkward.
A little bit more awkward. You don't just gig at PJ's. You were a couple of weeks ago when I was actually taking a few days off from here, and I decided to come along to your gig with Jamie Cooling, who we've had on last week here on the Friday Night Lounge.
Yeah, Jamie.
And that was at the Cafe Fresh. Now, tell us how that gig went. It was a different kind of gig to what you would do at PJ's.
That gig was the most intimate gig that I've ever played. And at the start, it was almost too intimate because it was too quiet. Jamie came on and did his set, well, some of his set, and a lot of his stuff is really, really complex and intricate, and you just get sucked into it, and the place was just so quiet. And then he came back on and he did some louder stuff, and I felt it was better after that. But we were kind of limited to what equipment we had because we were meant to be getting a PA system, but so that plan failed. So we had to improvise just using the other Jamie's keyboard amp, but it was still alright sound, I think. But
it didn't do you justice, effectively.
Nah, I don't think it did do me justice, but it was a good night. Like, people enjoyed themselves, I could tell.
Now, most of us would probably think, what's the difference between an intimate gig and a big gig, apart from the fact that there's a lot less people there. But just tell us from a musician's point of view what the real difference is between an intimate and a normal gig. Why is an intimate gig so special?
Well, an intimate gig to me is like you're sharing what you love. Like, people are right in front of you, and you can see like the reactions on people's faces. Like, whether it's if you're playing to like quite a big crowd, you can't like pick individual people to look at and see what their facial expression looks like and and how stupid you look and stuff. But that's really the main difference. You can connect with people a bit better, although it is a little bit daunting, but I still enjoy it.
And what is the most satisfying part of doing any gig at all? I know, well, obviously you would have the audience reaction there, but what is the most satisfying bit of doing a gig?
It just feels. It's really hard to describe. Not that I like being in the center of attention, but no. I like to be the one up there playing, and just sort of sharing my talent. It's also pretty good for getting some girls' numbers and that as well.
So a bit of a lavish side there. I have to say, good on you for that one.
Yeah, God loves a trier, eh?
Yeah, but God loves a trier. And hey, who can deny a lad trying to do the honourable deed of trying to get a girl's number?
True.
But what is on the horizon? But apart from getting girls' numbers and everything else, what else is on the horizon for yourself?
Well, I've got that Skyfest gig coming up in a couple of weeks. Probably going to be the biggest gig that I've played so far.
Tell us a bit more about the Skyfest.
Well, it's a festival that's run by Sky TV, and they hold it every year over at Hopton House, just across the water in Edinburgh. And it's quite good. It's like a sort of family festival as well, though. So it'd be good to take your like kids to as well, because there's quite a lot of big acts. Like Eliza Doolittle was playing last year, and I think Pixie Lot and The View are going to be playing this year. So I just hope it goes well. Like, I've got a 45-minute slot. It's my uncle that works at Sky. I got it through him. That was like my connection there. But
it's not a case of what you know; it's a case of who you know.
Well, so it seems.
And I think, well, I would just, personally, as I've told you off air, I would just turn up for Pixie Lot, just solely for Pixie Lot. I mean,
yeah.
I know. Well, obviously, you'd turn up for your stuff as well, of course, but you know, Pixie Lot is another reason as well why anyone would probably turn up.
It's an added bonus, isn't it?
It's like not only you get some good music, but you get a bit of eye candy as well.
True.
But where can we find out more about your stuff?
I'm on Facebook. If you, after my little performance, if you like it, just go on and click the like button. Send me a comment. If you know any gigs coming up, or you're organising any gigs or whatever, just leave me a comment on my Facebook page. I'm on SoundCloud as well. If you just type in Jamie Adamson, it should come up with my page. I've also got that track that was the intro on there as well.
Excellent. And you're not quite finished here just yet. In fact, you're going to perform a song for us.
Yep, that's right.
So just tell us about the song you're going to play and what it's all about in probably about a sentence if you can.
It's my second newest song, and it's about getting really muddy and wet in the rain and just wanting to go home.
Excellent. Okay, so Jamie, thanks for coming on to Radio West Fife, and let's hear that just now.
Right. Okay.
So he's just going to get the guitar, and I think it's a harmonica as well.
That's
I think.
True.
So it's all working here. So he's just going to tune up just now. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So there's a bit of Bob Dylan there, I could see.
Yeah, that's an influence there.
Excellent. So here's Jamie Adamson on Radio West Fife. Thanks very much, Jamie. That was I Hope It Stops Raining by Jamie Adamson, and where we got to say thank you very much to Jamie for coming into the studio to talk about his work. So, of course, find him on Facebook, Jamie Adamson, and on SoundCloud as well.